here. Today we'll be playing some more Penny Dreadful. I built this deck based on a deck I found here. Thanks to Sigo for having a really good league run with this. So I built the deck and then I started changing some stuff around. It's not that the deck's bad, it's just I wanted to test different things, and I think we have a kind of a good idea about what to do here. So let me go through the deck. First off, it looks bad, right? This is not a working curve. There is some very things that are wrong with this. And the first thing to take into account is that water disruptions are lands. We have actually 24 lands. And then we have these that are actually cycling cards, these that are cycling cards, this that also is a cycling card, and this that has delve. So basically the idea of the deck is that we are going to counter everything, try to play in the opponent's turn, and then win with resilient win conditions, basically. A pure control deck, if you will. So, what do we have here? So we have this pile of removal, which are condemned and oust. Let me display here. Okay, awesome. So oust is sorcery speed, which is kind of a problem, and also it puts it on the library second from the top, which is another problem. The opponent gaining life we don't really care about, but it's something to take into account. Basically, the downside here is that they are going to draw it eventually, but hopefully we have enough time there to basically have a counterspell against that. We have also Condemn, which is an instant speed, but only on attacking creatures. So again, it's difficult to really set up. The good thing is that it basically exiles it. It puts it on the library second, in the library in the bottom. So this deals with anything that tries to kill us, so that's very good. We also have Blessed Alliance, which is similar to Condemn. Basically, target opponent sacrifices an attacking creature, works through some protection, like for example this against a Dream Controller or anything with Hexproof or Indestructible, works very well. And we can also just pay extra life to gain a bit of life. The untapping creatures, I don't think it's going to matter that much. Maybe if we attack, then we can untap this, for example. I don't know. But it's more than anything against a hedge against weird things that we don't have an answer to. So these are our removal spells. Then we have Shatter the Sky, which is just 4 mana Wrath, and if any player has a creature with power 4 greater, they draw a card. So this is very good with in the deck. Basically, we need these 4 mana Wraths, otherwise we are screwed against so many decks. So what we are trying to do here is to not die until we can deploy the Shatter the Sky, and that way kind of regain the tempo that we lost, maybe at a healthy life total. Then we have a bunch of counter spells. So here, let me remove this. So these are our counter spells. We have Mana Leak, Counterspell, Dobbin's Veto, Neutralize, and Logic Knot. We also have the Shwari's Disruption, which are basically, we count as lands because of, sorry about that. We count as lands, no, that's not what I wanted. One sec, okay. So we count as lands because counter target spells unless they pay 1 is a very low rate for this mana cost. But we are going to be able to have some amount of flexibility in a land slot. Shwari's Disruption is a fine card, even though it doesn't look that interesting. And this can really do some work against some decks. Then we have Logic Knot and Mana Leak as another soft counter spells. We could have a different configuration. I like this because we have the Shwari's Disruption, Mana Leak, and Logic Knot as early counter spells, if you will. And then we have all of these as late game counter spells. We have Counterspell, OG, very good. Dobby's Veto can't be countered, and it's basically a negate. Useful against several matchups. Depends on the meta though. I could see removing this and putting another easy to cast counterspell like a Mana Leak, for example, if the meta is going not around countering spells. But in the mirror and such, this is going to be very good. And then we have Neutralize, which isn't great, but the ability to cycle it I value very highly. Basically, I wanted to have more velocity and also more interaction, and this checks both boxes. Cycling 2 is very important because we can couple like Counterspell, and if they don't play anything we care about, we can just cycle this, so it's very useful. And the way that we pull ahead is with Behold the Multiverse, which is Scry 2, Draw 2, Frantic Inventory, which is draw multiple cards, and then Opt and Hieroglyphic Illumination. These two are basically our cantrips. I see Hieroglyphic Illumination as a 1-mana spell, basically, as an Opt that doesn't scry, if you will. That has the upside that randomly sometimes in the late game you can draw 2 cards. There aren't many other 1-mana cantrips that I want to play in this deck. Like I would want to play, for example, Arcum's Astrolabe. But it's a bit difficult to fit. We would need to remove like the Temple of Enlightenment for Floodplains, so we can fetch the Snowlands, and it makes the deck a bit worse in my opinion. And this is a good way of having flexibility and card draw. And Opt, which is just enough. We could also play, like, for example, Omen of the Sea, which is also pretty good, but it's similar to Hieroglyphic Illumination in what it does, but Hieroglyphic Illumination is actual card draw, which we need too. And these fields are cured very nicely. And then we have the win conditions, which are 1 Decree of Justice, which is either pay a whole bunch of mana for a whole bunch of angels, like you pay 6 mana for 1 angel and 8 mana for 2 angels and so on. That's okay if you top deck it like really late, but you can also cycle it, and if you cycle it you can pay X, and if you do you create 1/1s. So what this does actually is we have a win condition that is difficult to interact with because it's uncontrollable, the cycling part of this, and we can do it at instant speed. So the idea of this is that we can just pass with mana up, try to respond to anything our opponent does, and in the late game we can just create like 10 tokens and kill them in 2 turns. Then we also have Dream Trawler, which is a pretty strong card. It's basically a 6 mana 5/5 flying lifelink with hexproof. So, and when it attacks, you draw a card. So it basically stabilizes the board by itself. It has the downside that you don't want to have only one win condition, because like a Rune Halo or something like that, then you are really in a really bad spot. But this card in of itself is very good. So yeah, it's a great win condition. At first I was a bit iffy on it, but after thinking more about it, I think it's really strong. Like you could play also like Approach of the Second Sun, but that's easier to interact with this because it's a bit more expensive, so holding that with a counter spell backup is very difficult. And this really, even if you aren't winning, it stabilizes the board very well. Then in the sideboard we have, let me put this here. In the sideboard we have a couple of things. Importantly, we have Serta, basically because it's free. We could also play, I think, if we remove Dream Trawler, Kahira, but Serta is a bit better than Kahira, I think. It's a 3 mana 3/3. That's it. You can pay mana to make a creature unable to block, but that doesn't really come up that often. Then we have Timely Reinforcements, great against mono red, a way of gaining life and creating tokens, very strong. The problem is it's a sorcery, so it's a bit difficult to really justify in our main deck. Tobin's Veto for the control mirror for against blue decks. This can really win us some counter battles. Celestial Purge, this is again against the black and red creatures. Basically, there are a couple of like Bones style decks that play big red creatures. This is a way of removing them for forever, having more removal. Ravenous Trap against the combos. Teferi, Mage of Sulfur, similar in the idea of Dobbin's Veto, again a great way of just having more interaction. Doesn't look like it, but if you are playing against a blue deck and you try to play this on their end step, if they don't answer, then you have basically nullified all their counter spells. So if our opponent brings a lot of Dobbin's Veto, then this is a great way of just screwing that plan, basically. And then the first mode against monocolor decks, and that's basically the idea of the deck. So we're going to run into a league and see how it works, and yeah, thank you so much for watching, and see you in the games. Alrighty, match number 1 against the real Coverstone. Let's play first. Let's reveal Serta. This is the first time I'm actually revealing a companion. So I know this Guy or a similar name, Guy in from the Popper Discord. So if that's them, then yeah, that's cool. I'm going to give this. We have 2 lands. We will start with the Azorius Disruption. Okay, that's a bit jumpy for me. Let's play this. We have the opts, the counter spells, and Shatter the Sky, so we should be able to more or less have answers to. Ooh, that's a cool island. I'm just going to pass and probably just Frantic Inventory. Next turn we can just opt if we need to. The good thing about playing Azorius Disruption in your land slot is that players are going to try to play around it, even if they can't. Okay, that's an interesting card to play. Let's start with this. Yeah. Okay, so island. That's good. I think we're going to play the island just so we can hold up neutralize. We don't need to Shatter the Sky now. They only have 1 creature, and we don't really care about it. Maybe they are playing like a mono blue aggro kind of strategy. That would be my guess. What's this? No, maybe this is Merfolk. Interesting. Definitely Merfolk. So I think I'm going to let this resolve and try to Shatter the Sky next turn. We have opt and neutralize to dig 3 deep for planes. I'm going to put that on the bottom. Just cycle this. We also take 3, like we are not in a big how's it called? Words. We are in not a big of pressure from the opponent here. Check that I'm recording. Awesome. Let's just play this, hold up, neutralize again. Condemn. Not really, I don't think we need that. And we can just try to Azorius Disruption or neutralize. I think my opponent is trying to play around that. Ooh, what's this? Okay. I think I'll let this resolve. Just take 5. That's fine. It's a bit sad, but I'm going to cycle this. So this is what I mean about velocity, right? We are drawing a lot of cards, we are trying to find our things. We have 2 lands extra, so we don't need the island. So here I'm going to play the Third of Ruin first. Spell Pierce. Okay. That's annoying. We have another though. I should have played the Azorius Disruption so I could have next turn. No, we don't have 2 mana interaction just yet. Let's see what they play now. Just level up. That's okay. They can make it a 5/5. Is that lethal? Not really, right? Can just Wrath now. We are going to the low digits, but okay, I don't need that, I don't think. No. Okay, place is cool, so we can hold like interaction. And just pass now, we have the disruption if we need to. I don't think we are going to be able to play it. Or counterspell. I think I'm going to counter that. It's too much card draw. Okay. We play Harbor and Copala. Spell your opponent cast, target the Merfolk, cost 2 more. And abilities 2. Okay. That's fine. We can play this for 4. We can cycle it for 3. Let me think a bit. We could also just behold the multiverse. The problem is if we tap out for this and they have removal and a lord, we lose. So I think I'm just going to play this and pass, not even behold, because if they don't play anything and just attack, we can just cycle and put a lot of tokens that they can't really answer and multi-block the Copala, which is annoying against us, since we have some amount of targeted removal. 5 mana for Silver Gear Adept. We could try and counter that. We end up with 3 extra mana, so we can like Field of Ruin or something. Now I'm going to let that resolve. Sadly, I need to resolve the Decree of Justice. Basically, we need to save the mana for that. Okay, let's do this. Okay, now we do 1, 2, 3. Done. We create 3 1/1s. And we draw a card. Always block with everything, just in case you have like one Vapor Sack or something. Now we have the Soldier to block the Silver Kit Adept, which is fine. Dream Trawler. So if we wait a couple of turns, we might be able to hold also a counterspell, Oust. I think we keep that on top. And foretell this. So we have a Behold Foretold, so that's a good thing. We can also just what's this? I'll try to counter that, I think. This plays around Spell Pierce, and they could have the Spell Pierce. They could also have Counterspell. Well, they only have one card in hand, so if they have Spell Pierce, then okay. I don't think we need that now, even though we put that on top. Okay, so let's start with this. Play the Fortress. Now we can play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, next turn we can play the Dream Trawler with Logic Knot backup. Now we can do Hieroglyphic Illumination and Logic Knot. The problem is they have a lot of lands, so that's somewhat annoying. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana, so we need to cast it for a lot. Five, okay, like 6, 7. Done. We could have exiled more so we could Hieroglyphic Illumination. We didn't. Okay, let's see what they can do. Nothing awesome. Let's start with this now. Nice. So now we can Dream Trawler. Nice. And we can just pass now. Yeah. Okay. Awesome. We were able to resolve Dream Trawler and we won. See, it's easier than other win conditions. And we also forgot about the Xerda. Yeah, I need to remember that. That was bad. Okay, the first mode looks very good against them. Looked like they were playing mostly mono blue, so the first mode stops all creatures without flying. They might have also like Island Walk and stuff like that, so I like it. They might bring more counterspells, so maybe one less Dream Trawler. And let's see. Oust. them less alliance. They look good. Temporary reinforcements looks fine. The ferry looks very good also. I just remove the decree. Now decree looks very good against them. And just one hieroglyphic illumination, something like that. We could bring in like more Domin's Veto, but the problem is they play like creatures that we want to counter. Yep. We stopped having Serta as companion, but that's fine. Okay, this is slow. But we have 3 lands. I'm going to send the veto to the bottom, I think. In this case, I'm going to just play the fortress. So we can oust or condemn in a bit of time. The brutal elite. Huh. Yeah, now I'm going to play the island advance. So we can counterspell or disruption if we need to. We also have condemn. Yeah, I'm going to just use my disruption here. Always hurts when you get something countered with disruption. Your opponent kind of doesn't really like that. Okay, so now we have 3 lands. Yeah, we need to draw something basically, but that's fine. That's interesting. That's just a 2/2. I think I'm going to let that resolve. If they spend time leveling it up, we can oust it. And I'm going to condemn this. They can have a counterspell, they can use it, I don't care. Okay. Land, okay, opt. Start with that then. Another opt. No. Okay, awesome. Again, we are going to hold mana. We could have ousted the Coracle Commander, but I want to save the oust for when they spend mana leveling something up. They could also have leveled that up in their turn, they didn't, which is interesting. Okay. Just hit me for 4, that's fine. Let's see. Okay, land is good, we can play the land. How's this? Foretell this. And now we can hold counterspell, logic knot if it's something that they spend most of their mana, or just cast the behold if they do nothing. I don't think they will do nothing, but okay, let's use the logic knot for this. Okay. Nice. Now we can do behold. I'm going to do behold now. I don't need double white on the opponent's turn. Oust. No, I don't think so. That is fine. Next turn we can resolve the first mode. Oh, okay, that's fine. Let's see in the next game. Alright, match number 2. I'm recording. Let's play. Hi, Apa19. Yeah, that's my name. Okay, this is not keepable. We need more lands. It's a possibility that we might need to put more lands in the deck. Like this hand is also unkeepable. But we have so many cantrips. Let's see. opponent keeps 7. Okay, this guy is fine. I'm going to keep. Probably start with Temple. So probably Jewelry Disruption and Planes. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, forgot about that. Let's just pop it up. Yeah. So you don't forget about it. First cantrip, that's fine. Planes. Okay, at least it's not a 1-drop. Nothing. Awesome. Okay. Interesting. We just pass. We could have like opt into oust or something, but we wouldn't do that. Now I just want to find, how's it called? The Wrath, the Shadow of the Sky. Anointed Priest. Oh yes, that's okay. That's a 1/3. I don't care about that. We take 2. Let's see, illumination. You put on top. Just hold counter, counter, and illumination next turn. You need to recoup the cards we mulligan basically. We can also just pay 6 mana sometime to put Sirda into play. Honor of the Pure. We can't really get that resolve, I think. It's way too strong, and we don't have that many outs to answer enchantment. Okay. Well. Seem to be a token-based aggro deck. Interesting. Content is good. We can put that on the bottom. What are we going to do now? Try just play this and pass. If they cast something that we really need to counter or we lose, I'm going to cycle the illumination. If not, if they play just a creature, I'm going to just cast it. I'm going to take 3 here, it's not that much. Awesome, that's exactly what I wanted to see. We don't really care about late game. We win through damage, but not an issue. Okay, here I think we're in the same position. I'm going to just pass. And we can illumination, cast, or cycle. We're taking 5 now, so we are taking a lot. That's we need to counter. We're going to just use the counter spell now. We can use now a combination of this. If we put this in the bottom, they hit us for 4, so that removes 1 from their clock, which is important. And now I think I will just cycle this. We need to find the Wrath. There it is. That's great. They could have a way of protecting their creatures. Okay, they don't. That's awesome. So now they have enough time to just deploy things. They have 1 turn off. Doom Traveler is fine. We will probably put Serda into our hand now. Weird that they play Isolated Chapel. I don't know what they are playing. And I'm going to hold Counterspell, Neutralize, or Field of Ruin. If they hit us for 1 only, that's just okay. And yeah, I think I'm going to use the Ruin. Just that's fine. Yeah, just play a plane since we are going to play Sorda now. They might have removal, like they didn't play anything relevant. So they might have that, and we might need to answer that. Because we need the blocker. Shambling Man, we should have said the Field of Ruin. I forgot that there are Mallands in this format. That's great. I need to just not cycle that, at least now. And pass. So Kahira here would be able to attack, basically. Maybe. To trade with a couple of tokens. I have Shambling Ben. That's a 2-3 though, so we can block it. For now. Yeah, I don't like that. Sorry. That's too many tokens. And they are also attacking, which is great. Oh, okay. There it is. Sure, I'm going to block a token. Anything else? No? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can do this now. See what we draw. If we find a land, we can. Yeah, no, these aren't. They are top lands and not spells. I could probably oust a token, or even the Doom Traveler. Like if they recast it, they're fine. Yeah, that's okay by me. Basically, fate sealing them since it's way worse than so many of their draws. And now they can animate the Shambling Maiden attack, but we put the block there and only hit us for 1 instead of 2. I'm not going to cycle that, neutralize. The Mana League is pretty dead here, condemn. Okay, so we can condemn the Shambling Maiden, for example. But no, I just want to find card draw now. I'm going to be playing a bit faster. We are a minute and some behind, so I don't know what they are splashing in black. Beacon operation. Okay, that's annoying, but sure. Hit us for 1 here. They're probably going to recast the Doom Traveler. We are letting that resolve. Condemn here would be fine. They will be able to condemn the spirits, but we didn't saw that coming, honestly. They have a lot of instant speed token makers, which are great against us. Okay, now they can animate attack. They hit us for 3, so we aren't dead, but we are dead on board. In the next turn, okay. Lingering Souls. At this point, I think we need to cycle neutralize and try to find our win conditions. Okay, that's fine. To cast this, counter unless they pay 4. So now we can use the Blessed Alliance to survive. They can flash it back, but we can mana leak it. Okay, they don't. So we find something else. Not an island. Okay, this is 4 mana to do. Yeah, just pass now. You can play on our opponent's turn. Probably just foretell this. Throne of the Pure. Ooh, nice. This on the bottom, this on top. Sure. They don't attack. Interesting. I'm not sure why they aren't attacking. Okay, counter spell's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. We delete everything, they get a token, and here this is a 2, 3. Yeah, I think we do that. It's for life, sacrifice a creature. Okay, now we have a bit of breathing room. We need to find our win conditions now that it's about time. So they can play the Lingering Souls if they want to. And we can't really answer that. They really played well around the counters. Oust, okay, yeah, let's oust some of this. So we are not dead on board. They still weren't attacking ever with the Chamblement, which is interesting. Virtue. That makes it a third turn clock. Yeah, okay. He surely made a Chamblement now. Okay. Oh, it was lethal. Oh. It was lucky that I remembered to do that. Well, that I forgot about that, but I was able to still counter that. So the first mode looks pretty good. Timely also looks good. Celestial Borge, no. Vito, no. Well, wait. Well, it's a negate. I like Decree of Justice. So we are removing this. Yeah, again, we are going to just remove a couple of Cyclers. Maybe one Dream Troller. No, not really. Dream Troller is just a win condition. Now we have Timely 2, and we also have the first mode, which is basically a win condition. Wait, without flying. So they have the Beacon Operations and the Lingering Souls for that. Well, let me think a bit more then. Maybe one Condemn, Roused even. This looks like a really bad matchup because they have so many random instant speed things to do. It's fine, we have the Timely and the Shatter. We can. They are a bit anti-synergic between them, but still good. Now we can pass with Counter and Frantic on turn 2. We can also condemn the Traveler, but there's no need to do that. Yeah, it's a shame that we don't have an answer to artifacts or enchantments. We should have like how's it called? A disenchant effect of some kind. Here I think I'm going to opt on them. That's a land. I think I'm going to leave that on top. Just condemn that. It's not great, but that's a bit better. Yeah, we need to do that so we have a possibility of Shatter the Sky on turn 4. And more timely. That's very good. Yeah, I'm going to give that on top. We can do timely reinforcements next turn. I think we should play like 1 or 2 treasure cruise. That would be really, really good in our deck. Okay, so they clearly have something, but that's fine. If they have Beacon Operation and more instant speed token makers, they probably will do it now, but the problem is if they do it now, then we can just Shatter the Sky. Okay. Sure. Okay, so Shatter the Sky looks awful here. I'm going to just play this on the timely. Now we have the tokens too. And we will block because we want to trade so we can Shatter the Sky after the Doom Traveler dies. Yeah, commit more to the board, please. That would be awesome. Not like that, come on. I need to commit creatures so I can wrath. I think we just play the Field of Ruin and pass. We are taking 6 a turn. But I want to do Shatter the Sky with counter backup so we can stop them from doing things. Basically, if we Wrath now and don't do anything else, then we are in a bit of trouble because we don't. They could like play a Lingering Souls or something, and then we don't have an answer. Doom Traveler, that's fine. So yeah, this deck the opponent is playing is pretty good against us. So many instant speed creatures, we don't have answers to enchantments. Yeah, let's play another forest plains here. Shadow of the Sky, so you only have 1 card in hand. You could also make more tokens. I think that's correct though. Yeah, I think we Shatter the Sky, let them rebuild, and then Shatter the Sky again. The problem is they might have like another token maker. Again, the Beacon Apparitions and Raise Alarms are very, very good against us. Okay, they don't. At least that's good. It only takes 6 now. Let's hope they rebuild. Okay, they don't. So now I feel like we should timely hold counterspell, then shatter. Just so we can gain life. The tokens also are good, but not important. basically a fog, since they are hitting us for 6 each turn. Okay, they seem to have enough token makers. They aren't using, they're just saving them. Card 6. Okay, we probably will play that as land. So let's attack, then Wrath. The timely was basically a time walk, so we could now have Shatter the Sky with counter backup. Okay, now we need to draw the Dream Trawler, because if we draw that, then they can't really win. That's our trump card. I'm going to counter the Lingering Souls. I don't have black either, at least as of now. Nice. And yeah, that's good. Should I play that now? I think so, because we still can hold counterspell. Okay, Condemn and Mana Lake are interesting. I think we're going to put that on the bottom and that on top. Ooh, decrease, awesome. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. We can make 4 tokens, 1 once, or we can wait on a land and then we have 2 4/4s. Yeah. I think now is the time to create 4/4s. That creates 2. They don't have vigilance though, which is kind of bad, huh? Still. They drew the chapel, which is awesome for them. They can start casting their Lingering Souls. Another land, so they are kind of floating out a bit here. We also are floating out, but what can you do? So they can't really attack now, we just eat both their spirits, so they're going to wait a turn. And then hit us for probably 6. I would love to have like cycling lands in Azorius, but sadly we don't have them. Virtue is very annoying. Like very, very annoying. We'll block 2 and put 1 on the bottom. If we have Security Shelter or something to protect it, then we lose because we don't have any cards in hand. It looks like they have something. Oh, okay. That's super annoying, but at least we survive 1 turn. Of course. Okay. GG. So if we drew like, well, the first mode doesn't really work here. Apparently they had more flying tokens than they thought, and also what's it called? The Dream Trawlers would have been awesome. Yeah. Not in that moment, but in the previous turns they weren't able to just attack because we would gain life basically. So yeah. Okay, let's go to the next one. Alrighty. Choose Serda as our companion and let's play against Wizard of Oz. They play a lot of this format, so they know what they are doing. Let's see, we'll have fun. We have a couple of opts, so I think we can keep this hand. It's like not very good, but playable. We have our Dream Trawler, which is not what we want to see in our starting hand, but can come in handy later. So we're playing a blue deck, Conjurer's Bow. Okay. Have no idea then. Weird art, I have never seen that. Pop it up like that. Oh, this should be like the X deck, but I thought it was like white. Yeah, no, we need, yeah, something like that. Yeah, we need the blue because we need to be able to counter stuff. Sadly, we are not equipped at all against artifact enchantments. That's a big gap in the deck. Like, maybe I should see, for example, Cleansing Nova is playable in Penny Dreadful. That could be um, a good way of cleaning up artifacts and enchantments. Yeah, we don't have an answer to that. That's so sad. Now they can basically cantrip their whole deck and find their win condition. Okay, they don't find anything. That's very good for us. Glacial Fortress. Okay, no, we need some answer now. Blessed Alliance does like almost nothing. We are kind of screwed. Well, let's just portal this. And that's... We can condemn, but yeah, like that doesn't really do much. Okay, they are flooding out. That's good news. Stay with this. Try to find lands. We should have kept the fortress maybe. Okay, now we can just discard like, I don't know, Faust. PO. Okay. Yeah, we lost here. There's no way around it. We can't really win. They drew like a million cards. They are now ramping out. I really don't know what their win condition is, so we are going to continue playing, but yeah. So they have two cantrips here, so I don't think they can fizzle. Like, it's really, really difficult for them to do so. Sculptor, that doesn't really change anything, I think. We're still not seeing a win condition, so we are going to continue playing. The thing is, like, how do we win here? Wow, this hand is awful. We drew all of our removal, so we're putting this on top. Doesn't really do much. We can just recast it. So I'm just going to pretend I have something, I guess. Yep. Okay, now they can detect a Bro and realize that we don't have anything. We drew the wrong half of our deck. And then they can go off here. I'm going to yield until here. Let's just let them do things. They probably can win here, but the thing is I don't really know what they are playing, so... Maybe they just draw their deck and play Loud Maniac, but that would be weird. There are better ways of winning with Lab Maniac than this. Okay, they generate mana with the Frantic Search since it calls only blue, thanks to the Anvil. Yep, still the crappiest of hands. Elixir, they can shuffle. Okay, they can do all the things they want, but how do they win? That's my question. Seem to just be cycling their deck now. Maybe they can do a loop where they cycle their whole deck forever. Nah, they should have like a storm card, maybe. I don't know. They basically saw their whole deck, so if they have a win condition, they should have found it by now. It doesn't seem to be X, right? Like Second Sunrise or cards like that, I think they're called. I don't think they have that. Oh, they have the Mastermind's acquisition, so they sure have a win condition there, in the sidebar at least. Maybe if we counter that, then that's enough. I'm not doing this to be a douche, I just really want to know how they win. I don't know how they do that. Stats, probe, okay. Yes. This doesn't show, right? Oh, brain freeze, okay. Gotcha. Sorry, turn off ODS. Just concede now. No need to show them our deck. Though they know what we are playing, right? So the problem here is they don't attack us, like at all. So yeah, we really drew the wrong half of our deck there. Oh. And okay. I thought that we were dead there. Okay, so Ravenous Trap doesn't do much, the Fairy doesn't do much. Why do we not have an answer to artifacts and enchantments? Why? Yeah, I don't know. Just bring vetoes and counter everything basically. They are blue, so probably we need to have the Fairy sideboard plan. We also need win conditions and can hit them. Condemn. Condemn look awful. Bless Alliance looks awful. Even Shattered Sky looks awful. Maybe we prefer Blessed Alliance. Maybe we even want Timely instead of Shatters, but no. Ravenous Trap doesn't do much. No. We could have like Teo in the sideboard. That's a cool card. If you have that, then you can have hexproof basically, and if they don't have an answer to a planeswalker, they can't kill you. They also have like probably another win condition. That would be my guess. Okay, so this hand is kind of bad, honestly. But we're in the play and we have Dig, so we're going to give. I'll need to restart the client after this one. Yeah, now we need to find an answer to the Semblance Anvil or we lose. As simple as that, since we can't really answer it. Come on. I think we just take it. Alright, just draw 2 more cards, trying to find them. Yeah. Yeah, let's just play the land and just pass. Do they have the anvil? No. Like yes, that's very good. Nice. So we can take this, pass. We have a chance now. The Field of Ruin is very bad against them. I don't think they play any non-basics. At least it's a land, you know. Signets are fine. Sahili. I need to counter that, I think. Let's start with opt, just in case we draw a more expensive counter. No, sorry, we can't do that. We need to use the veto. Because of Field of Ruin. Now I can also just, you know, cycle Decree for 2 and have a couple of tokens. We probably don't want to do that, but maybe. What's this? Okay. Reveal. Sure. Just an expensive cantrip. Well, basically expensive draw 2. Here I'm just going to cycle or cast this rather. Let's try to find more counter spells. We have so many. Like this. We could slam a Dream Trawler, but we could just lose. So I'm going to just cycle the Decree, probably. Unless they make us use our counter spells. Seems like they don't. Okay, counterspell is a good draw. Okay. We will save our counterspells for the win conditions. Yeah, the Field of Ruins are very annoying in us right now. But they are great against so many decks. It's a great way of having answers to things that you normally don't have an answer, like manlands and such. This we need to counter, I think. They are holding blue up, which is weird. Probably they have a counter spell. Let's just use the neutralize. Oh my god, this is going so slowly. It's very annoying. No? Okay. Weird. Maybe they have another one. If they have another one, we need to counter it too. We probably just opt first in case we find like Mana Leak or something. Okay. Okay. Now we just hope they can't win from here. Have 2 cards in hand if they do another PO. No, that's awesome. Okay, so here probably just first attack. We will probably... Now we will wait on the behold. Yeah. I'm not going to announce that we have it because we are going to cast it no matter what. It's the only instant we have now, so... My god, this is slow. Okay. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's great. That's exactly what we wanted. Oh my god, I'm sorry guys, this is going so slowly. Okay, let's play this temple. Veto is awesome. I'm going to let them cantrip. That's absolutely fine with me. Okay, now we can start drawing cards with Dream Controller. I'm going to play the temple first to scry before drawing. It's not good enough. We could play another one, but I don't think there's need to do that. Okay. I prefer to basically have both my vetoes up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we don't. We can do both. It's a shame, but we need to do that. Sculptor, okay. We can oust that. Counterspell. Okay. They can Alchemist Vial the Dream Tower again. That's fine. They probably should do that. Okay, now it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we don't want to do that. Now we know one of their cards. We will probably not counter. Prism. That's fine. Unveil. To use the counterspell, I think. No, just the veto. We know that one of their cards is the Sculptor. I do use the counterspell here. Can attack for 7, they are dead on board. Yeah, now we definitely don't want to play the Dream Trawler, just hold the Illumination, the veto. Sculptor, that's fine, it doesn't do anything. Okay, we looks like we won here. God, this is slow. I'm going to restart the client in between rounds. Sorry, in between during sideboarding. So. Okay, so 1 sec. Sorry about that. The client was very slow, so we needed to do that. Wait. Okay, awesome. Okay, this hand is fine. We have lands, we have spells. I'm going to start with Island Opt instead of Temple, so we can also have the Glacial Fortress Center untapped. I have a counter spell or white spell on turn 2. I doubt we will play a. Okay. I doubt that we will play a white spell, but. Oh, this doesn't reveal. Okay. I'm just going to pass. Honestly, I wanted to play Boon of the Wishgiver or the Hieroglyphic Illumination, but it's so much better that I had to do it. Mana Leak is good in this moment in time. Yeah, I'm going to have probably just cast the Mana Leak against anything here. Make sure that we remove them of some resources. Bubble, just a cantrip. Okay, do we need 3 mana? Not really. Probably just play the temple now. And Shwari Disruption. I think not. Shwari Disruption is a weird card. You never want it in your hand, like ever. But it's very solid all the time. Just frequently solid. So here I think I'm going to play the island and pass. That way we can Hieroglyphic, Behold, or counter. Counter and not. Golden Egg, that's fine. I wanted to use the Mana Leak aggressively because, well, over time it becomes so much worse. Okay, 5 mana lets us cast counter and neutralize. So yeah, let's do that. Now we have a fistful of counter spells. We should be able to kind of grind this out. Here I'm going to use again the Logic Knot. Yeah. And so we're in the same plan. We don't want to be hold because we want to hold double counter. Oh, this is very bad. Alchemist Vial is fine. Just let them find more lands and such that they need. They seem to not be able to do so, though. Okay, Frantic Inventory is very good. We have another one here. Illumination we would cycle if we had it in hand, so no need to do that. 2, 3, 4, 2, we have enough. So yeah, just play this. You don't need to draw cards main phase. This is okay, I guess. You can draw more cards. I don't mind that. I think the avenue of victory here is just answering everything. Yeah, given that we have a lot of counter spells, I'm going to use them. Also, we have like 2 divinations coming out, so pro is fine. Okay. Yes. Just play this and pass. We want to find our win conditions now, but we don't want to tap out. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So if we do that, we have 3 mana extra. Yeah, cantrips is fine. I don't want them to have more mana if we can avoid that. Okay, awesome. Disruption, not good enough. Opt, we are going to use it, so. Nice. So if we do that, we have 3 extra lands. I don't think they can resolve 2 spells, important spells on 1 turn, so we should be able to counter anything with Dovin's Veto. Alchemist Vial is good for them. They find the land finally. Like, they dig very deep. They weren't able to find the land, so that's kind of annoying for them, I guess. Nothing, that's awesome. I'm probably just going to use the Alchemist Vials. Go to combat, they use the Alchemist Vials so we don't draw a card. Can just pass here. We even have a couple Shattered Skies we would like to discard if we want to. So I'm going to just use the neutralize here. We don't really need to attack them for a bunch, we just want to protect our win condition. Basically. Yeah, let's use this. Nice. So now we can start attacking, gaining life, such, and drawing cards. Now they are in trouble. Yeah. We will do that resolve. I don't know what they can loot away. Like, they were choked on mana. Oh, yeah, summon summon is awful against counters, for sure. Doing that in off turn and not using the mana doesn't really make that much sense. I will do that on my turn, probably. Yeah, that's fine now. Bowl is okay. Sure. I'm going to use the veto. So now we are going to scry before drawing. Feed them for 5 more. Yeah, we'll do that now. Now we can discard like a couple of tap lands. We drew like 3 lands, that's awful. Come on. Come on. Oh, they have like a PO, I guess. No. Signet. Nothing. Okay. So they probably have like something to bounce it or something like that. We could just attack. If they try to do that, we can just counter. Oh, they gain life. No, I didn't think about that. So if you don't draw a cycling card or something, then yeah, we don't kill them. That was a good call. I didn't realize that. Just pass now, discard of planes. But we have 3 counter spells. They have 4 cards in hand. They don't have that much mana either. Well, they have a lot of mana actually. So PO. Okay, let's just use the veto. Again, just use the veto here. No, wait, cancel. What's the counter spell? Just in case, that should be good enough for us. They are tapped out. Wow, that was rough. Given that we don't have any decent chance, that was rough. I'm very happy winning this game. So yeah, let's go to the next one. Alrighty, match number 4, I think, against Snobcoster. Let's start game. Choose Serda as our Pokemon. And yeah, this one's fine. I'm going to give say good luck on. So now we have the option of either starting with Temple or with Glacial Floodplain. So I think we're going to start. I don't know, honestly. We have the Juari Disruption, so either way we can still cast that turn. So I think I'm going to go for this. I want to find, yeah, not this, for example. Another Tapland is not what I want. I want more interaction. Another thing to consider is that maybe I wanted to wait until see what our opponent was playing. So they seem to have mulligan to 5. Is that right? Looks like not. Yeah. And G-Tax and Probe. Temple of Epiphany. I don't know, maybe it's like Blue Red Temple or something. And since they mulligan, I'm going to hold the disruption, just slow them down. If they cast something I can counter, I will counter, since trading 1 for 1 is advantageous. They put a card on the bottom. Okay, they find the land here. Three of possibility. Oh, doesn't look like a great idea when you know I have disruption. Here I could put the Serda into my hand, but nah. Just hold like this. Drawing inventory is good, so we can start with that. Oh, maybe this is the blue-red combo deck. Let's check, I'm recording. Okay. There is a blue-red combo deck that tries to resolve the creature that reanimates enchantments, auras. And it combos off with Colossification and the thing that shoots the opponent. Ooh, Veto is very good. Nice, we can just pass. The problem is Shard the Sky and my counter spell and my removal spells are very bad against them because they don't attack. And the Oust is sorcery speed. Tom's cover is fine. Optan Chain Lightning, interesting. Maybe they are that build, but with more removal, more. Okay. Do they bounce the temple for value? Looks like they do. Interesting. Yeah, I'm going to let this resolve, I think. That generates 1 mana though. That's something I didn't consider. Okay. Paramaster's Ascension, no way. Start with cycling this. Now, let's just do the veto first. Okay, so this is the Pyromancer Ascension control deck. Okay. Yeah, we got lucky that they mulliganed. We found the counterspell on time. So Dobby's veto seems to be good. The fairy seems to be good too. Celestial Purge is an answer. I like it. Now, what we don't want? Probably Shatter the Skies, Blessed Alliance, and Condemn the Oust. Just remove all the removal, basically. We have Celestial Purge. They might have like Delvers or something. I'm not really sure. So maybe we just keep Condemn or Oust. If it's Delvers, I prefer Oust. Maybe it's like another Teferi or something like that. Just go with this, I think. That's good. We have the Decree, which is a good win condition against them. They probably have a lot of counter spells in the sideboard since they have so many removal spells in the main. That would make sense. This one is fine. We can keep it. Start with the Island Opt, then Disruption, Monolith, Dummy Speed, have all the answers. If they resolve turn 2 Ascension, then we lose, basically. Well, we have the removal spell. How's it called? The Celestial Purge that kills it. Let's see what they do now. Probe, that's fine. Another probe. Okay, maybe they are just trying to find lands, but I find that interesting. Yeah, they know we aren't really pressuring their hand, so... okay. My opponent is a bit... wasn't happy. Probably because he saw, or they saw that I have like a lot of counter spells, Dobby's Beat and such, and maybe they were like about to miss a land drop, so they just conceded. Whatever, let's go to the next one. Alrighty, final match of the league. Let's say block on to our opponent. Let's start and reveal Serda. Okay. Awesome. I think this guy or this person, ear terms, is playing. Okay, this hand is a bit slow, but we have oust. Yeah, I'm going to keep. Condemn is kind of. It can be useful. So let's start by saying that they are playing. Since they are playing Gigante, and I saw what they were playing the other day. They are playing the Cheska Ascendancy Beast with like how's it called? Like 5 colors, playing like Life Death, stuff like that. I need to counter the Caryatid, otherwise well that's a combo piece and we can't really answer with Condemn or Oust. Here, oh nice on that. Yeah. We can play that. End of turn we can Field of Ruins. Damn big box. I have no idea what that means. Sorry, your turns. I lost you there. We have Field of Ruin for the Lumbering Falls, which can be problematic for us. Transverse, that finds a land only. Okay, fine. I will use the Field of Ruins since we did double blue sun soon. Okay, they find the swamp. Nice. So let's load this up. Find the blue and cycle the illumination. Temple of Enlightenment is a good draw. We don't need 4 mana, I don't think. What's the... Okay, so yeah. I was thinking of playing the planes so we can frantic inventory and try to see. Ooh, that's cool. Okay, now we can just frantic inventory. Okay. So their combo is creatures with just ascendancy and cantrips. Creatures that generate mana. Okay, human growth. That's just a cantrip for them that fixes their colors, of course. Very important for them since they are $5. At least the build I saw. I didn't really like it. At 5 colors, it looked a bit wonky. But they have access to duress and such, so they make this matchup better. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. So if they are woke, they will use the Nihil Spellbomb now that I'm tapped out. Otherwise I can draw 2 because I'm not going to fire off the frantic inventory. Okay, that's cool. I could put Serda into my hand, but there is no need to do that just yet. If they crack the Nihil Spellbomb, I will let them pay black. Okay. Now I'm going to draw 2. We lose both of our frantic inventories. That's fine. Fate's Teacher. We can kill that. Basically just removing from play for a while we find more card draw and such. We could find the third and start hitting, but there's no need. Sure. So with that they drew their Fate's Teacher. Yeah, I will use one of my counter spells. Just because it's very mana efficient to do so. Now I really need like a Behold the Multiverse or how's it called? The Illumination. More lands, okay. Okay, that's fine. We can cast both. I think maybe this deck has a lot of planes for the amount of double blue it uses. We should need to fix that sometime soon. Okay. They put Giganta into their hand, important. Okay. Okay, now that we have double counterspell, I'm going to put this in my hand. This is the same thing, but not cast it. So now we have Sorda in our hand, doesn't do much, but it was kind of free. What's this? Oh, they need to tap correctly, probably. They're probably trying to cast Giganta. I will probably not counter, just kill it, you know. They drew a card, but that's fine. We still have double counterspell up. Death. Okay. I think we need to fire the counter here. Life and Death is very useful for them since they can cast the life bar to combo. Okay. Do they have like a counterspell here? The thing is, if they have a counterspell, they need to combo off with very few manas. Okay. Is that all? Oh wow. Interesting. Since we don't have much else to do, they probably should have first cast the Sheska Sensi, see if it resolved, and then if it resolves, then unearth their creature. I don't know what they were afraid of. Repeal, that's fine. I need to stop them from comboing, basically. That's my main goal here. I will not cycle the neutralize, even though I don't have anything to do with that. Maybe they have like, yeah, they have removal, which is kind of bad against us, so that works very well for us. Yeah, I need to get this resolved now. It was important in the second turn because that fixes their mana so well and we can't really answer it. But now I'm going to just save my counterspell for when they try to combo off. That's the only thing I can do. So they have 5 cards in hand and we have 3, which is problematic. We really need to find an answer. Okay. Try to find like Wrath could be fine. Guild of Ruin. Okay. Sure. Just going to pass, I think. There's no need to... Oh, maybe I can do this Field of Ruin activation here on their draw step. I think so. I think it's fine. Just yourself why in draw steps, so it's less likely. Sorry, yeah. So if they drew their last land, for example, they don't have anything to go fetch. G-Dex and Probe. They already knew about the neutralize, if I recall correctly. So if they go for the Jessica Sense, it probably means we lose. Oh, God. Yeah. Do they have another one or maybe counter spell? No counter. They could probably play like Memory Lapse or something. As a counter spell? Nihil spell, okay. So Nihil Spellbomb in the main, I guess I get it. It's a good way to kind of grind and cantrip. Kind of what you want here. I'm not sure about Feed the Swarm and kind of that doesn't really help you combo off, so I find it kind of weird. Did they find the Jessica Ascendancy? That's the question. If they do, we need to find the answer right now. And I don't know exactly what would that be. Luckily we have the Celestial Purge, which are instant speed removal spells for that. Oh god. Okay. Okay, they did draw it. I don't think they played a land, so they can't play a land and just combo. Or even better, I'm just going to pass the turn now. So now they can generate 2 mana for each spell they cast. So Opt here is not only a cantrip, but it's a cantrip that loots before it cantrips, and it generates mana. They find a second ascendancy. That probably means it's over. Very difficult to win through that. Because now like they need to have like 15 lands on top or something. Okay, with that they can find the other Fate's Teacher. I think they have 2. I don't think they floated mana, which is kind of weird. So yeah. So yeah, they fetch the Fate's Teacher, they discard a Tuchen's Ascendancy, then they cast it, and then they start pumping it up because these are a defender. So now they need to cantrip like quite a bunch, or maybe find the life. Life could probably kill me in very short order. Okay, that makes sense. Now they Balaget recovery that. They find. Oh, let's turn off the use or. Let's yield until there. We have condemn. So we can condemn like one creature. They can probably just tap it with tap our Glacier Fortress with Fate's Teacher. Actually didn't think about that. Probably makes sense to just don't use my planes first. Yeah, they needed a lot of things to combo off there. So basically that spell basically seals the deal. How much is that? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times 2 times 3. Yeah, that's good enough. Let's just concede. No need to continue playing there. That was just dead on board. So Celestial Perch looks very good. The first mode is interesting. One sec, let me check the ruling on Life and Death. They are colorless, right? So if they are colorless, yeah. So if they are colorless, then that means we can't use the Teferi's mode to prevent them from killing us. Toby's Veto looks very good. Teferi, I think we just bring this in. And probably just remove the Condemns, Blessed Alliance, like Wandering Trawler, and a cantrip. And the problem with Dream Trawler is that, yeah, it kills them very fast, but the thing is I want to hold up interaction all the time. So I prefer to have Decree of Justice as a kill condition. Not the Fairy, because the Fairy is very slow in that. And they bring in Duress, not counter spells, if I recall correctly. So this doesn't really work that well. Ravenous Trap doesn't really work that well either. It can kind of exile some things, but they can combo still. So yeah, let's just bring a ton of counter magic. They will bring in like Duress and stuff like that. That's fine. We still have Serta. And this is okay. It's a lot of tappings. But we have Temple turn 1, which I really love. And we have Oust. If they have a creature, like a Birds of Paradise. I don't think they play Birds of Paradise. But if they do, then we have Oust. Jewelry disruption. I think it's honestly fine here. Lumbering falls. Okay. Now we have like some mana next turn for disruption, inventory, and such. We can also logic knot since we are going to cycle the illumination now. It's started to rest. Okay, I think we just let that resolve and then cycle the illumination. Giving them more option doesn't seem that great, and they are not going to take the illumination in my opinion. That makes sense. Yeah, let's play the top land now that we can. Hold up the annoying disruption. That is really annoying for them, honestly. Okay. They foretell a card. What does that mean? Behold, probably. Probably behold. Yeah, just pass with opt up. Opt up. Our draws are not panning out here. Okay, let's see what they do now. Transverse, that's okay. They find a land here. Okay, yeah. It just pass. Nice. Counterspell is good here. Guild of Ruin. Yeah, probably just play that. We will wait until they are tapped out for Guild of Ruin. They tap out here for the Thought Scour. Okay. So yeah, it's fine. We know they have Behold. Now we can counter that. We can do 1-2. Here we have an extra land. No. So let's just do this like so. Detection Probe is such a great card. Let's see what they can do now. Caryatid. I think that's fine, honestly. Ah, they put Gigant. Okay. Now we can destroy this and find blue because we have so many planes. This destroys their abundant growth, which is useful because if they have the bounce, what's it called, the repeal. Yeah. Okay, we are in trouble now because if they have like Duress plus Jeskai Ascendancy, we probably just lose. And they might. I don't think that 5 colors like the opponent is playing here is the best build. It's a difficult deck to build, of course, but um, they have the duress. Of course, duress is very good against us, but like how's it called, the card that puts. Okay, just casting. Let's see. Oh, I'm tanking on the names. Oh, how's it called? Um, Swanson. Like Swanson could be a good answer instead of duress. Like if they had Swanson here, it would be exactly the same thing. They just play the ascendancy, we play the counter spell, they counter the counter, and they go off. So I think that's more or less what I think of it. Okay. Now we don't have interaction, just pass the turn. So now what they want is basically a GTX and probes to generate mana, and then discard the, okay, there it is, and then discard the Fate's Teacher so they can replay it. Actually, they haven't found it yet. They play Thought Scour, okay, life, that basically means seals the deal. Abundant Growth. Yeah. So they had a great hand here, and we kind of cleared it out a bit. Which is kind of rough because we play like probably less lands than them, but yeah, they play a lot of cantrips too, so I don't think there's a way for us to win here. Okay, the rest is like whatever, but the problem is they have lethal on board, so let's say GG's and concede. Because they have like 5 times 5, 25, so. Okay, so let's run over the deck a bit. So, importantly in this deck, I found out that we need to have answers to artifacts and enchantments in our main deck. I don't know exactly what. A card that I was thinking about is Cleansing Nova, which sounds like a card that could be probably cheap. Which is a Wrath for 5 mana that can also Wrath artifacts or enchantments. Yeah, this card. I think I would play that card, and the list I saw from what's it called? From the other guy or the other person had like another Wrath. It was basically Terminus, but for 5 mana. Where is Hollow Barrel? This one. So yeah, so basically instead of playing that, I would play this card because it basically does both things: cleans up the board of creatures if you need to, or of artifacts and enchantments, which is what we need. Maybe not in the Jeskai Ascendancy matchup. In that matchup, that doesn't really work that well. But how's it called? But against like the artifacts deck, it's very useful. The Stem Sambil deck. So yeah, I would go with that. I don't think Blessed Alliance like overperformed. I think it was kind of medium. Dobbin's Veto, I like it, but more in the sideboard. I think here is like a pre-sideboard, so you can fit more things in your sideboard if you do this. Then Logic Knot was always good because we have so many cantrips. Maybe it's correct to play Treasure Cruise here. Yeah, that probably makes a lot of sense since we have Opt, Illumination, cheap counters, and yeah, we don't want to exile like our Frantic Inventories, but besides that, we don't really use the graveyard. So I would probably do that, like maybe remove a couple of these, like 2, have like a mixture of Behold and Hieroglyphic Illumination, and a couple of good Treasure Cruises. Just a couple, because what you want to do is use your things and then refill your hand, and that's very good for that. I didn't find a place where the fairy was great because maybe it's for a mirror, right? But I think that maybe there is a better mirror breaker. Serra was useful, like it's so free that you can just bring it in, and we played it against the tokens deck and it was able to block a couple of turns, so it was very useful there. Yeah, so basically that's it. Hope you liked it. I will continue trying to fix this deck a bit. I think it's very good, but it needs some improvements too. And yeah, that's more or less the idea. Thank you so much for watching. If you saw the whole video, then leave a comment and let me know that you did, because it's really interesting to me that someone would watch a whole video of me play Magic. So I do this because I enjoy doing it, not because of monetary compensation or anything. So knowing that people watch my videos and enjoy them is something that really warms my heart. So if you can do this, I will be very happy. So yeah, thank you so much for watching and see you next time.